Nu vrem să vă pierdeți puterile așteptând, așadar vom prezenta echipele pe țări, vom face o prezentare mai scurtă astfel încât voi să aveți suficientă putere să parcurgeți дистанța de înot, ciclism și alergare.
Прямо сейчас мы будем читать, ваш Пол, вернее, наш коллега, будет читать имена всех тех команд, которые находятся сегодня на этой гонке. И мы будем читать сначала имена, а потом, когда мы будем готовы, мы будем читать название команд. То есть не название команд, а страну, из которой команда приехала, или местную команду. И уже тогда вы отправитесь совершать те самые вещи, ради которых мы все здесь сегодня собрались. Это, конечно же, плавание, это велосипедный спорт и бег. Сейчас на улице очень жарко, у нас есть некоторые технические проблемы с техникой, но мы их решаем, поэтому у нас все будет великолепно.
У нас все будет великолепно.
Ale gorące do nas.
Attention athletes. All athletes, please, can I have your attention? This is your technical delegate speaking. Everybody, all athletes, I need your attention. Can everybody see and hear me? Coaches, Turkey, could you please quiet for a second? All athletes, I need your attention now. Can everybody hear me? Okay, thank you. Your bike course is the same as it was in the junior race. So, except for the distance, you have 2 laps instead of 4. The exit, the entry is exactly the same. There are big differences in the run course, because you are running only 1 lap. So first of all, on the far edge, you will not turn left immediately as you did to go back. You will continue across the bridge. Once you cross the bridge, there is a turnaround point where you turn around and go back again. Okay? So this is the first difference. The second big and the most important difference is when you come here, when you pass the penalty box, you have to stay on the left side of the road. Not the right, but the left side. If you will follow the cone line, you will not miss it. So just follow the cone line, stay on the left side of the road. You will make a U-turn here, and then you will go back towards the exchange zone. Is that clear? Okay, thank you. Enjoy your race.
Like in our starts?
If we don't have that technology, if it's not working, then don't worry. What we'll do is we'll just...
No, we're okay.
Let's start immediately.
Right, well, can we introduce the names rather? It will take too long otherwise.
I think it will take.
Or do you want to start now?
Okay.
Yeah, music 1. One more. Yeah, music
1.
Please welcome the race technical officials of the 2022 Euro Triathlon Junior Mixed Relay Chisinau. Leading the technical team today are the technical delegate Alexander Kochetkov from Lithuania, the assistant technical delegate is Zoltan Zoldi from Romania, and our head referee is Begum Özür Ekren from Turkey. please welcome the teams, the mixed teams for the 2022 Junior European Mixed Relay in Chisinau. Team 1 from Poland, Filip Glapa, Józefina Milanaska, Karol Janicki and Weronika Petarzinska. Team number 2, Ukraine, Artur Nazluyan, Yeva Soroka, Ivan Chatkenko and Alexandra Zarovna. Team 3, Estonia, Gerd Martin Savic, Eterin Etwerk, Oscar Hein and Greta Maria Savic. Team 1, Romania, Karol Popa, Ariana Rozana Cish, Orea Darius Rusul and Delia Oana Dudau. Team 1, Turkey, Turka Kemal Kuyak, Ruya Koshkun, Taha Eren Koshkun, Seline Tuchkur. Team 2, Romania, Raul Petre, Amalia Maria Singuran, Katalin Sviderski and Anna Maria Beseni. Team number 7, Turkey, Arda Arachi, Özlenen İpek Günad, Emir Arachi and Defni Shukatashler. Team number 8 from Moldova, Daniel Babanchi, Anna Kolkova, Christian Vasilache, Lyubovi Akhimova. And our mixed team, number 9, Mustafa Yamak, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Ivo Pavlovic from Serbia, Callum Stedman, Great Britain, Lana Gavrilovic, Serbia. Okay, we're asking the athletes to just come back to the shore and then we're going to reboot the timing system, which is, in this heat, is beginning to suffer. So, ladies and gentlemen, just give us a couple of minutes. We need to reboot the system because the heat here is so intense that it's caused our systems to trip. So that's a good reminder, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you are keeping hydrated. Please. Keep drinking. If you have water, that's fine. Kvass is wonderful this time of year. Anything. Just keep the hydration going. And as soon as we can get the athletes back into the water and the start, then we'll go through that process of the heartbeats and under the starters' orders all over again. Nikita and Valentino will explain.
Yes, we'll explain. Друзья, у нас бывает из-за того, что жарко, нам нужно перезапустить систему хронометража, чтобы у вас не было никаких проблем с правильным прохождением курса. Поэтому мы сейчас перезагрузим и как можно скорее вернемся к тому, чтобы вы начали свое соревнование. И еще хотелось бы напомнить, если вы чувствуете себя плохо, да, пожалуйста, обращайтесь к волонтерам. И кроме того, обязательно пейте много воды, находясь в воде, находясь рядом с велосипедом, на велосипеде, во время бега. Пейте много воды.
Dragi participanți, suntem nevoiți să facem o scurtă pauză tehnică pentru a relansa sistemul de cronometrare, astfel încât rezultatele voastre să fie cât mai exact posibil. Într-adevăr, este foarte cald afară, iar asta a dus și la anumite carențe în tehnica pe care o avem noi. Este un motiv în plus să vă aducem aminte să vă hidratați foarte bine, să beți multă apă, pentru că soarele torit ne topește. Noi vom reveni în scurt timp pentru a da acest start.
have worked their magic, and we're able to get our athletes back into the water. So we're just going to wait for the signal from our technical delegate, Sasha Kochetkov. He's the tall guy down there at the water. Ladies and gentlemen, he is in fact the tallest technical official in the world. There is another guy who is about a half a centimetre shorter than him, and both of them are from Europe. One is from Estonia and Sasha is from Lithuania. So the athletes are making their way now to the start, and as soon as they're in position, we'll have the race underway. Run 200 meters to make it all through to the transition area, and I've found a piece of shade, so I'm standing here now and I'll try and pick out the athletes as they come out of the water and round behind the football stadium and make their way through to transition. 200 meters in the water. If we look at the times from this morning, we could see the athletes were swimming pretty fast, so I would imagine for the first leg on this swim we'll be looking at 2 minutes and probably 30 seconds, possibly a little bit less than that. 2 minutes and 30 in the water, and then how long to get to transition.
Сейчас у наших спортсменов водный этап 200 метров, им предстоит проплыть. И судя по тому, как это было утром, это не займет много времени. Примерно 2 минуты 30 секунд. Об этом говорит Пол. Примерно. Я уже хотел на румынский перейти, Валюш. Нет, это твое.
Într-adevăr, mai puțin de 2 minute și 30 de secunde le este necesar sportivilor pentru ca să parcurgă etapa de not. După asta urmează zona de tranzit în care ei își vor lua bicicletele și vor merge pentru 5,2 km de ciclism.
There, behind the stadium now, the swim has been led by Filip Glapa from Poland. Just behind him, Karl Popper from Romania, Arachi, Turkey, Yamak, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Kiak, Turkey, Petre, Romania, Nazulian from Ukraine, and Babanci from Moldova with Savic from Estonia just bringing up the rear. Those are our athletes into T1.
Здесь в транзитной зоне мы уже видим многих спортсменов, которые прибежали. Первым был Поляк и спортсмен из Румынии. Мы их поздравляем, они прямо сейчас садятся на велосипеде и отправляются дальше.
Lupta se dă, după câte se vede, între reprezentanții echipelor din Polonia, România și Turcia, urmați de cei din Ucraina și Moldova, Estonia și echipa mixtă la fel. Urmează să vedem cine va ajunge printre lideri în etapa de ciclism.
And we've automatically seen Popa and Petre from Romania move to the front. They've now edged past Glapa, Glapa is now in second place. He's edged forward. You now have Petra, Popa and Glapa together.
Deci lupta se dă între echipele din România. Este vorba despre două echipe și despre Raul Petre și Karol Popa. Ei sunt urmați de echipa din Polonia și Filip Glaba.
For our athletes to race once again and to have the mixed team, a mixture of Bosnia-Herzegovina, Serbia and Great Britain. Fantastic opportunity to get yet another race in on this fantastic course here in downtown Chisinau. That's the mixed team wearing number 9. Of 5 athletes within that group. We can see Poland, Romania, Ukraine, and I can't pick out the last one, but we have Poland, Romania, Ukraine in the group of 5 who are currently leading the race. So that will be Karol Popa, Raul Petre, Artur Nazluyan and Filip Glapa. In that leading group, we have Filip Glapa from Poland, Artur Nazluyan from Ukraine, Karol Popper from Romania, Raul Petre from Romania, and Mustafa Yamak from Bosnia-Herzegovina in the mixed team number 9. Just behind them, desperately working really hard, from Moldova, Daniil Babanshi. So he's going to need your encouragement, ladies and gentlemen. Nikita and Valentina.
Așadar, Paul ne transmite că în echipa de lideri sunt Polonia și Filip Glava, la fel Ucraina este printre lideri, Artur Nazluyan îi face concurență lui Filip Glava, la fel echipele din România, Karol Popa și Raul Petre sunt printre lideri, dar și participantul din echipa mixtă din Bosnia și Herțegovina, Mustafa Yamak. La fel, potrivit informației, Daniil Babanski, participantul din echipa Moldovei, încearcă să îi ajungă și el din urmă pentru ca să le facă concurență. Urmează să vedem, pentru că acum suntem în etapa de ciclism, iar după asta urmează și etapa de alergare, 1535 de metri și 1490 de metri.
Прямо сейчас у спортсменов проходит велоэтап, и мы уже можем наблюдать за лидерами этого этапа. Это Филипп Глаба из команды Польши, из команды Украины у нас Иван Ткаченко, Артур Назлуян, прошу прощения, Карол Попа из команды Румынии, Рауль Петри из команды Румынии, Мустафа Ямак из Боснии и Герцеговины, команда Mixt. Ну и, конечно, есть и наш соотечественник, который пытается ворваться в эту гонку лидеров, и его зовут Даниил Бабанский. Ему нужна наша поддержка.
Okay, and here they come, and Glapa from Poland has managed to break away. He's got a lead now of about 30, 40, 50 meters. Filip Glapa, Poland, has broken away from that group. One of the Turkish teams has had to withdraw. They've had a technical problem, so Glapa is now into T2. Being chased by Romania. So Popper and Petre together. Nazluyan is there, and Yamak. So the 4, Romania, Ukraine, and Yamak from Bosnia-Herzegovina, the mixed team, are now in transition.
Филипп Глапа из Польши прямо сейчас находится в транзитной зоне, он является лидером велогонки. Также там есть и другие спортсмены из Польши и Украины. Дальше у них есть следующий этап, где им нужно будет пробежать 1535 метров и 1490 метров.
And for Team Turkey, Team 2, that is Arda Aracha. He's gone into transition, so he's managed to get through this bike course. The other Turkish team appears to have had a technical problem and they're out. But just behind him was Gerd Martin Savic from Team Estonia. And having had a technical problem just on the start of the final lap, Daniil Babanshi has really pushed hard. Now into transition, he's out onto the run. So Team Moldova has made up lost ground and is now out onto the run course.
Уважаемые болельщики, большая просьба освободить трассу, где будут бежать наши спортсмены. Не ходите, пожалуйста, по трассе. Уважаемые волонтеры, помогите, пожалуйста, людям уйти с трассы.
So as you may have heard in the briefing, the run course is very slightly different from this morning in that the athletes will continue beyond the bridge, then turn round and come back. They do a dead turn here just in front of the stage, and then they go to the relay handover zone. So Nikita, if you and Valentina want to go to the handover zone, that's where it's really exciting and you get a tremendous atmosphere there. I'll hang on here to the run turn, but if you want to make your way there, that's going to be where really the action starts. A, B and C will run 1,535 meters, but the final athlete one wearing the letter D on their arm. They will run only 1,490 meters, which will take them straight down to the finish area.
Здесь, где передается эстафета спортсменов, на кто добивает микрофон. Место, где я могу находиться, чтобы...
Attack on the bike by Filip Glaba for Team Poland. That looks as if it's put him into a good position here, because I think the first... No, look at this. Is this Karol Popper or is this Raul Petre? They've overtaken Filip Glaba. What an outstanding run this is. Nazluyan as well. He's overtaken Glaba. This is incredibly fast pace. It is in fact Karol Popper from Romania who's going to turn here. Off the course. Давай. Удачи, удачи.
Карол Попа из Румынии сейчас бежит передавать эстафету. Это команда Румыния. Браво, Карол.
Just behind him now on the turn is Raul Petre from Team 2 Romania. So Karol Popper will be handing over to Ariana Roșanăciș. Nazluyan will be handing over to Yeva Soroka, our silver medal winner from this morning.
Команда Румынии, где только что Карол Попа передал эстафету, и Ариана Роксана сейчас отправилась в озеро.
At the turn point now, we have Yamak from Bosnia-Herzegovina racing for the mixed team. Babanci has had a fantastic run, has powered through the field, just edging ahead there of Arda Araci from Turkey.
Спортсмены передают друг другу эстафеты, происходит сумасшествие в хорошем смысле этого слова. Все друг друга поддерживают. Это замечательные чувства.
Hitting the turn now from Team Estonia is Gerd Martin Savic. It's very hot out there. We think the air temperature is in the comfortable 30s. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you keep drinking.
Дамы и господа, болельщики, спортсмены, обратите внимание, что вам обязательно нужно пить много воды. Пейте, пожалуйста, воду.
Piva, может быть.
Vă invităm să consumați cât mai multă apă pe această vreme toridă. După câte văd, lui Paul i s-a dat pe gust kvasul de la noi din Moldova, ne pare foarte bine, dar încă probabil nu ai gustat vin moldovenez. Între timp, pe etapa de alergare, toate echipele deja sunt pe cursă și își transmit ștafeta. Urmează să vedem, pentru că printre lideri deja sunt echipele din România, pentru că Raul Petre și Carol Popa aveau un pace foarte bun și au ajuns să fie printre liderii acestei curse. Urmează să vedem, echipa Turciei avea anumite probleme tehnice, noi sperăm să revină sau cel puțin cea de-a doua echipă a Turciei să ocupe un rezultat bun.
And Josefina Winaska from Poland.
Ариана Роксана Хиш прямо сейчас в транзитной зоне передает эстафету. Далее следует украинская спортсменка и спортсменка из Польши.
And our fourth athlete there is Amalia Maria Singurian from Team 2 Romania.
Вторая команда из Румынии, Амалия Мария Сингуран, прямо сейчас в транзитной зоне переходит к велоэтапу.
Așadar, liderii din acest moment de pe traseu sunt Ariana Roxana Chiș din echipa 1 a României, la fel concurența îi face și Eva Soroca din echipa Ucrainei și Amalia Maria Singuran din cea de-a doua echipa a României a trecut de zona de tranzit pentru a continua cursa, iar Josefina Mlinarska din Polonia la fel se află printre cei care sunt liderii acestei curse.
We're also running into transition there. We think this is Lana Gavrilovic, who's moved into a different position, just ahead of Gunad from Turkey.
Un pahar de voie bună
Młynarska with Yeva Soroka, and we are pretty sure that's Ariana Roxana Cish. The three are working together, and they've created quite a big lead over the chasing group, over the chasing athlete, in fact, which is, I think, also Romania. That will be Amalia Maria Singoran. She's in no man's land at the moment. She's all on her own. She's got to work hard, focus, get the 5.2k finished, and then hand over after the run. So the group is Poland, Ukraine, and Romania. Very, very much in the lead. Romania then on her own, and a very, very big gap. In fact, we are now only just now seeing the next athlete, which I think is Lana Gavrilovic from Serbia. And she's being chased by the Turkish athlete Özlenen İpek Günad.
Se conturează clar echipa de lider, este vorba despre Polonia, Ucraina și echipa 1 a României, Josefina Mlinarska, Eva Soroka și Ariana Roxana Cish. Sunt clar printre lideri, distanța dintre ele și ceilalți participanți este destul de mare. Le fac concurență și cealaltă echipă a României, este vorba despre Amalia Maria Singuran și restul participanților care se străduiesc să-i ajungă, însă sunt în urmă în grupa de bază.
Seconds. So 37 seconds behind the lead of Poland, Ukraine, and Romania. We have the team 2 Romania, but then 1 minute and 30 back, 1 minute and 30 seconds, but moving a lot faster. We have Lana Gavrilovic from Serbia with Özlenen İpek Günad from Turkey. So these two athletes are moving a lot faster than the Romanian athlete on her own. From dismount, we have had the shout from the course, and we expect to see that group of 3 athletes coming in together, Poland, Ukraine and Team 1 from Romania. It will be interesting to see then how far behind the other Romanian athlete is and how much of an advantage they've taken away. That's the pair of Turkey and Serbia. Be very interesting to see what the time difference is. But here they come, heading down towards the dismount line. The feet are out of the pedals, and they're taking the right line into the dismount area. Looks like a clean dismount from me. Lots of support there from Filip Glapper, shouting out commands to Józefina Młynarska as she goes into transition. Now that gap, they've created a very good lead. I can see the 4th athlete just coming into sight now. That 37 seconds appears to have grown. That will be Amalia Maria Singuran from Romania, dismounting. Looks like a clean dismount again. Into transition as she heads off onto the final run for her of 1,500 meters and 35.
Să fie definită de echipa din Polonia, echipa din Ucraina și echipa numărul 1 din România. Este vorba despre Józefina Młynarska, Eva Soroca și Ariana Roxana Chiș. Sunt urmate cu o diferență de mai puțin de 1 minut de către reprezentanta echipei 2 din România, Amalia Maria Singuran. Cu toate acestea, ea are un avantaj față de celelalte echipe, echipa din Estonia, Moldova și echipa mixtă. Însă urmează să vedem dacă echipa de lideri se va păstra și ulterior, pentru că fetele femeile junior au intrat deja în zona de tranzit și urmează să parcurgă la următoarea etapă.
So we now have Özlenen İpek Güner from Turkey and who else was it now? And Lana Gavrilovic from Serbia into transition. Also just behind them, about 20 seconds down, is Esterin Edberg from Estonia. We're waiting now only for Anna Kolkova from Moldova. And then we'll have all of our women athletes back into T2. In fact, I can now see Anna Kolkova making her way down towards the dismount line. We have an update from the course, and the reason that the team 1 from Turkey had to pull out was due to a flat tire. So Anna Kolkova is making her way to transition.
Прошла транзитную зону, мы должны ее поддержать, потому что именно на нашей замечательной земле эти прекрасные спортсмены, как сказал бы Пол, growing up.
The red uniform of Josefina Młynarska has edged ahead of Yeva Soroka, with Ariana Roxana Cisz just behind. So that looks as if the red uniform of the Polish team has taken the lead once again. Encouragement there for Josefina from her teammate Philip. She's edged ahead. She's now going to come down to the turn point, so it's a dead turn here. But just behind her, Yeva Soroka is not going to give up. She's going to push all the way into that turn, really hard out of the turn. She's now going to chase her down as she heads towards the handover zone. This is Ariana Roxana Cisz. She can see exactly how far ahead the two athletes are. We know that the athletes in the relays always seem to push their bodies that bit further. This is why we have shorter distances, but we know that when they're racing in a relay team, these athletes will not give you 100%, they will give you 1,000%. It's in their DNA. They want to make their team the first team. They want to get their team onto the podium for the medals. So this is Ariana Roxana Cisz. She's edging down now to the handover. She will hand over to Oreja Darius Rusu, but already in the water we have Ivan Tkachenko, who is chasing Karol Janicki.
Etapa de not au parcurs Karol Janicki din echipa Poloniei și Ivan Tkachenko din echipa Ucrainei. Între timp, ștafeta o transmite și echipa României, Ariana Roxana Cisz. Va transmite ștafeta lui Horea Darius Rusu. Apropo, aici, în etapa de alergare, unde este o virare la 180 de grade, ei pot să vadă clar cât de departe sunt de concurenții lor, iar asta îi motivează să fie mai rapizi.
Team Romania number 2 is Amalia Maria Singuran. Just behind her, she's edged away now from Özlem and Ipek Gunad. Lana Gavrilovic from Serbia hitting the turn. She's done well here. She's actually caught up quite some distance. And I can see as well the Estonian athlete Etrin Edberg making her way now down to the dead turn. But behind us, the athletes will be coming out of the water. together, stride for stride. Now we see Ukraine with Poland. They are stride for stride. That is Tukachenko, Ivan Tukachenko, Team Ukraine, with Karol Janitsky. Ounce of encouragement from Rusu, from his team and from his coach. He needs to really pull something out of the hat now, because the work he's going to have to do to try and catch up these two leaders, it's going to be a big ask. We have Swiderski from Romania, team 2. That's Catalin Swiderski. Just behind him, Emir Arachev, Turkey. And our race winner from this morning, Callum Steadman, Great Britain, racing for the mixed team. He certainly made up some distance there in the water. And we saw how well he rode the bike this morning, so maybe he will sit together with one of the other athletes and work hard to try and bridge the gap. This is where the dynamics change so dramatically with relay teams.
Ștafeta a fost transmisă și în cadrul echipei a doua din România către Cătălin Swiderski. La fel, echipa din Turcia, Emir Araci, a parcurs în cursa de triatlon și din echipa mixtă, Callum Steadman din Marea Britanie, la fel, a parcurs în etapa de not. Urmează să vedem cât de repede îi vor putea ajunge, dar cu siguranță diferența dintre primele echipe, echipele lidere și grupa de bază este destul de mare, așadar va fi destul de complicat celorlalți participanți din echipă să îi ajungă, însă urmează să vedem, pentru că totul se poate schimba dramatic.
Our race leaders are already going past, having completed the majority of the first lap, and it is still Ivan Tukachenko with Karol Janitsky together. They are locked together. And we'll try and give you a time split in a moment and see how far ahead they are of Rea Darius Rusu. The transition area from Moldova, Cristian Vasilache.
Давай!
That's in fourth place and 1 minute and 12 seconds behind the leaders is Orea Darius Rusu, but then 1 minute and 58 behind the leaders. We've just seen Callum Steadman absolutely powering away. He's broken past Emir Arace from Team Turkey, and he's working his way through the field. Unfortunately, this is just 5.2 kilometers, and for Steadman, it's a bit too short. We saw a very good example of his riding this morning, really hitting the turns very hard and coming out of them in a perfect line. And that was his racing line that took him to the gold, and rather unfortunately a wider racing line took the Bulgarian athlete out of the course and onto the oncoming section of road, which is of course rather dangerous. So we've just seen the motorcycle go past with our leaders. That's Ivan Tkachenko and Karol Janitsky still in the lead.
Ivan Tkachenko și Karol Janitsky continuă să se afle printre lideri. Este vorba despre participanții din Ucraina și din Polonia. Cu o diferență mai mare de 1 minut se află echipa 1 a României, Horea Darius Rusu, și aproape cu o diferență de 2 minute parcurge etapa și Callum Steadman din echipa mixtă din Marea Britanie. Așadar, sunt urmați și de următorii participanți. Este vorba despre participantul din echipa Turciei, Emir Araci, iar Cătălin Sfiderski și Cristian Vasilache sunt la fel în cadrul cursei și parcurg etapele de înnot, ciclism și alergare.
We can see our leaders now just approaching the entrance to the park, with about 50-60 meters to ride. Their feet are outside the pedals already. They've seen flags. The flags are indicating the dismount line, and they're off. One leg is going to hit the ground. It looks like a clean dismount for both of them. Janitsky just edging ahead there to go into transition ahead of Tkachenko. Karol Janitsky will be handing over later to Weronika Ptazinska from Poland, whilst Ivan Tkachenko will be handing over to Alexandra Zarovna from Ukraine.
Из команды Украины Иван Ткаченко только что прибыл в транзитную зону. Далее продолжать испытание будет Александра Заровна. Но для начала Иван Ткаченко, конечно же, должен пробежать 1535 метров. Из команды Польши Карол Яницкий тоже завершил велоэтап. И сейчас ему предстоит пробежать 1535 метров. За ним будет Вероника.
A good dismount there from Orea Darius Rusu from Team Romania. He's making his way now into transition, lying in third place. Oh, and look at this. What an outstanding piece of riding. This is really powerful riding from Steadman, Great Britain. He's moved his way up into fourth place now. A fantastic ride from Callum Steadman, our gold medal winner from this morning.
Participantul care a luat aurul în această dimineață, Callum Steadman din Marea Britanie, are o performanță foarte bună pe bicicletă, ceea ce îl apropie de cei 3 lideri. Este vorba despre Polonia, Ucraina și România. Vedem pe parcurs cum va evolua în etapa de alergare.
So Steadman has overtaken Swiderski and broken away from Arace. So Swiderski from Team 2, Romania, and Arace from Team 2, Turkey. Steadman has ridden through the course, through the pack, and made his way up to a very good fourth place. guys have worked really, really hard on the 5.2k bike course. And here they are, Yanitsky and Tukachenko, stride for stride, still together. A very, very tight corner here. It's a dead turn. Will we see a bit of a battle going on? There's encouragement there from Soroka, and Tukachenko has kicked. He's going to give an extra surge so that he can hand over to Alexandra Zarovna. But will Yanitsky give up? No. Will he be in a position to hand over to Patazhinska? Whoa, this is what relay racing is all about, ladies and gentlemen. The handover has been made, and first down to the water, overtaking on the sand. It is Veronika Patazhinska, the gold medal winner from this morning. Just behind her, Alexandra Zarovna, into the water. 200 meters they will swim, 200 meters they will run to the transition area, 5.2 kilometers they will cycle, and then each of them will run just 1,490 meters to take them to the line. Will it be a gold? Will it be a silver? Who will take gold? Who will take silver? Who is going to take bronze? Well, Romania won, we hear here. This is Orea Darius Rusu. He's in the bronze medal position at the moment. He will be handing over to Delia Oana Dudau. But just behind him now, I can see the stride of Callum Steadman from Great Britain. Gold medal winner this morning. Behind him, though, that is a good run from Katalin Swiderski. Well, I've just had a shout from Callum. He said, I had a penalty. Now, with the penalties, any athlete, 1, 2, 3 or 4, can serve a penalty for any infringement that could be made by another athlete. So we'll have a chat with the head referee later and see what happened. Turn now, Emir Aracı. We have two brothers racing for Team Turkey, team number 2. Tactics there. We hear that on the transition number 2, Callum Steadman didn't put his helmet into the box, so that's a penalty. Now, the penalty of 10 seconds could have been served by the final athlete on his team, which is Ivan Pavlovic. But I think they worked out that Callum is a bit faster, so 10 seconds off his time would be 10 seconds he could make up. So he decided to take that penalty. And this would leave Ivan Pavlovic from Serbia with a clear run, or a clear swim, bike and run. Oscar Hein is now making that final turn. Back in the water. Poland and Ukraine are still pretty much together. It's a good position there because Alexandra Zarovna has chosen to sit on the feet of Veronika Patazhinska, not using as much effort in the water. So now as they exit, there's 200 meters to run to transition. And let's see if these two can work together all the way around the 2 laps, 5.2k bike course.
Continuă să se afle echipele din Ucraina și echipa din Polonia. Deja este vorba despre Veronika Patazhinska și Alexandra Zarovna. Ele deja au ieșit din apă și se îndreaptă spre zona de tranzit pentru ca să parcurgă etapa de ciclism. Ele sunt urmate de Delia Oana Dudău. Este vorba despre participanta din echipa numărul 1 a României, Din păcate, Callum Steadman a primit penalitate pentru că nu a plasat casca de protecție în coș, ceea ce este foarte important într-o competiție de triatlon. Totuși el și-a asumat această penalitate, iar Iva Pavlovic, care va prelua ștafeta, va avea timpul curat fără penalitatea lui Steadman.
So Putazinska has now gone into transition about 20 meters ahead of Zarovna. She's already out onto the bike course with Zarovna now chasing. But Zarovna needs to work hard. She needs to catch up with Putazinska because the two of them together out on this bike course can really extend the lead. Run there from Now, if Pavlovic can use her cycle skills to catch up with Dudal, then the two of them will work well together. Just behind her now, Ana Maria Beseni, but team number 2, Romania. She can see her teammate just disappearing out with the helmet on, heading to the mount line.
Okay.
And it looks as if Veronika Patazinska has decided to put the hammer down, and she's broken away. She's created quite a considerable lead over Alexandra Zarovna. Just heading now into transition is Greta Maria Savic. It was her brother Gert who started the whole relay race off today. Weronika Ptazinska from Poland has an advantage now of 20 seconds over Alexandra Zarovna from Team Ukraine. The head referee for Team Turkey, that's Team 2, team number 7, because the bike was put in the wrong place by Emir Arace, then Defne Shukataşlı will have to serve a 10-second penalty on the final run. So she will be serving a penalty for him. This will take place on the final run at the penalty box, which is about 200 meters from the finish. That's Team 7 from Turkey. Akimova, wearing number 8, just making her way to transition.
Любовь Акимова из молдавской команды прямо сейчас находится в транзитной зоне. Ей остается пробежать еще 1490 метров, и это замечательно. Конечно же, таким образом команда Молдовы завершит свой этап, когда Любовь Акимова придет к финишу. Соответственно.
The dismount line, this is Weronika Ptazinska from Team Poland. Her feet are outside the pedals.
Stajinska și Alexandra Zaravna deja au intrat în zona de tranzit și au coborât de pe biciclete. Ele urmează să parcurgă etapa de alergare de 1490 de metri. Este etapa de alergare de final, după care ele pot să ajungă la finish-ul împreună cu întreaga echipă.
Is all of the athletes who've been racing. Make your way now down to the finish area because you want to be there to bring your team all the way over the blue carpet. So athletes who have been racing in the relays, make your way now down to the finish area so that you can be there, all three of you, to cheer on your athlete as they come across the finish line. Those are the pictures we want. That's the atmosphere we want. Finish area so that you can cheer your teammates over the finish line. We want tears of joy, we want tears and shouts and screams. We want you to create the atmosphere on the finish line for us. Raced in the relays, please make your way quickly now down towards the finish. Let's get you there so you can shout and cheer and make a wonderful noise and welcome for your teammates.
Deja sunt la etapa finală, când ultimul participant parcurge deja ultima etapă. De asta noi invităm toți participanții, susținătorii și cei care sunt prin preajmă în zona de finish, pentru ca să întâmpinați participanții cu multe aplauze, cu multă atmosferă frumoasă, pentru că asta este ceea ce vrem să vedem.
Leader in the relay race, making her way towards us there from Poland, Weronika Talzinska. He's making her way now down to the finish. She has about 150 meters to go. Taking it home for Team Poland.
Este participanta din echipa Poloniei, Weronika Talzinska. Sunt primii care ajung în cursa relay la finish.
Let's hear it for her from the finish line. But now in sight, wearing the Ukrainian colors, we have Alexandra Zarovna.
Ea este urmată de Alexandra Zarovna din Ucraina. Давай, давай, Alexandra!
Браво, Александра! Давай, давай! Поддержим Александру бурными овациями!
Silver medal will be going to Team Ukraine. Let's hear it for the Ukrainian athletes in the finish line. Come on, guys! So Team Poland was made up of Filip Glapa, Józefina Młynarska, Karol Janicki and Weronika Talzinska. Team Ukraine was Artur Nazluyan, Yeva Soroka, Ivan Tokachenko and Alexandra Zarovna. Coming into sight now, I can see Delia Oana Dudau from Romania. Her team was led by Karol Popa, Ariana Roxana Cish, Orea Darius Rusu, and now running all the way to bronze medal position. Bronze going to Romania.
Go, go, go, go! Înainte!
Și Delia Oana Dudău se apropie de linia de finish. Este vorba despre echipa numărul 1 din România. Și aici avem top 3. Este vorba despre Polonia, Ucraina și România.
Польша, Украина и Румыния — это топ-3, которые завершили гонку, релей, командную гонку. Ну а хронометражная система подсчитает все, и мы надеемся, что все будет так, как мы и объявили.
Running for the team number 9, which is the mixed team, we now have Iva Pavlovich bringing it home just outside the medals. But what a great performance from our team. This is a team that was created this morning with Mustafa Yamak from Bosnia-Herzegovina, Lana Gavrilovic from Serbia, Callum Steadman from Great Britain, and Iva Pavlovich coming home now in 4th. 5th place is to Team Romania with Ana Maria Beseni, taking it home now, having led with Raul Petre, Amalia Maria Singoran, Catalin Swiderski, and now Ana Maria Beseni.
De linia de finish a trecut și Iva Pavlovic din Serbia, care face parte din echipa mixtă și este urmată de Ana Maria Beseniei din a doua echipă a României.
Her team was led out by Arda Arace, Özlenen Ipek Gunad, Emir Arace and Defne Shukatuşlu, now going home to cross the line. Team Turkey, team number 2. Team number 1, we had the unfortunate puncture, so a real shame there that both Turkish teams were unable to complete the course. I think this is our Estonian athlete. Yeah, we have Greta Maria Savic from Team Estonia. It was her brother who led the start of the race with Gert Martin Savic wearing letter A, and then Edrin Etwerk, number 2, Oscar Hein, and now Greta Maria Savic.
нужно встречать бурными овациями команду Молдовы. Больше, больше аплодисментов. Вперед, вперед, любовь!
Любовь Achimova acum este pe ultimele sute de metri. Ținem pumnii, este echipa Moldovei care ajunge acum la linia de finish.
Аплодисментов для команды Молдовы, которая только что финишировала. И это значит, что финишировали абсолютно все команды, которые участвовали в гонке релей.
Amintim că în această cursă a echipelor au participat echipe din Polonia, Ucraina, Estonia, România, Turcia și o echipă, Moldova, și o echipă mixtă formată din participanți din Bosnia și Herțegovina, Serbia și Marea Britanie.
Хотим напомнить, что в этом соревновании релей участвовали команды из нескольких стран. Это Польша, Украина, Эстония, Румыния, Турция, Молдова, ну и смешанная команда. Среди них участники из Боснии и Герцеговины, Сербии и Великобритании. И все они сейчас уже в релакс-зоне. И напоминаем, что совсem скоро здесь состоится еще и ceremonia nagраждения.
Între timp vrem din nou să mulțumim primăriei municipiului Chisinau pentru suportul acordat în organizarea și desfășurarea